What's up, Insane Rhetoric? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? Y'all know what it is. It's Insane Rhetoric. We back on top again. This is Fire coming to you from Insane Rhetoric, baby. What's good? What's good in the neighborhood? What's Yankee? What's good with it, sister? Really?
Good morning, y'all.
Really?
Yep. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. So, how's everything been going for your week this week? How's everything been going? You look like there's some stuff going on in your life that's good and positive. That sounds and looks good. It looks good on you. So what's up? What's happening?
I've been having a good week.
Oh, sounds like some tomfoolery. Sounds like some tomfoolery is in the kickoff. So what happened in your week? What's good about it? What's good about it?
I just been having a good week.
Just been having a good week.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for joining Insane Rhetoric. We'll be back with you guys next week. Oh man, just been having a good week. So
okay, y'all. Okay, see. He won't put my business out there.
Cause I know it's always a fun time with you. Like when I was down in Houston and we used to work together and we hung out, man, you know, it was always fun to be around you. It's like with the rest of our crew and everything that we had going on down there. So it was like I know you. So you can't just tell me it's been a good week and there's nothing else to follow that. I'm sorry, it don't work like that with me because I know better. So it had to be something intriguing and interesting that happened to you some part of this week. Did you have a Dan and Natasha experience?
So y'all, what he trying to get me to tell y'all is, okay, so it's this thing. Okay, y'all. Okay, so he trying to get me to tell y'all I went on a date last night.
You said it was fun and interesting, so I mean, I'm saying, you know, we could talk about world events and how people were getting blown up for no apparent reason. But
yeah, that mess in Ukraine, I know.
Yeah, it's all.
But we already did a show on them.
Yeah, but we could do a show on Ukraine and Russia for the next 2 or 3 months because it don't look too.
It's probably gonna turn into about 5 years.
You know what? The aftermath. Yeah, I would say that it would probably do so. I am actually surprised. Before we go into your topic, I am actually surprised that
we don't have to go to a topic.
I'm actually surprised that President Zelensky is actually staying inside the country.
Oh, he fired up.
Yeah, he was like, man, I'm not going nowhere. And I was listening to
you think because I'm an actor that I ain't tough?
Well, I mean, he's definitely proven that because he has last night I was watching it, they said that he has ordered everybody 18 to 60 male must stay in the country and fight, banned from leaving. And I'm thinking to myself, now you got people in that age bracket that ain't never fired no weapon and nothing, don't have no type of military training. In that particular instance, I don't know how that.
What about all the people with hip replacements and they 60 years old?
I guess you're gonna walk with a limp and fire that pistol.
We need a good fight song for Ukraine. Wonder what they fight song is.
I don't know. If it was good, we probably couldn't understand it because it's in a Russian language. They actually speak Russian. So I mean, I don't know. I think that's the sad state of affairs though. Like, I mean, for real, just like being in that type of combat and having a dictatorship like Putin come in and just take over, although Ukraine was a part of the Soviet Union. So like technically he would be right to try to take back his stuff, take back the Soviet Union stuff, even though there's no longer called the Soviet Union, but that's what he's trying to accomplish, to reestablish that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, subscribe and follow and like.
Y'all, we didn't tell y'all what we was drinking today. Body Armor.
Those are actually good.
This orange mango.
That might, I don't think I had that one, but Body Armor is actually good.
Body Armor. Body Armor. Body Armor.
Yeah. Get that endorsement.
I'm trying. Shameless plug.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. Sure. So
anybody work for Body Armor?
Somebody do.
Okay.
Who is that company owned by? Are they owned by Gatorade?
I don't know. I don't feel like looking right now.
I'm just saying. So like I seen some stuff on Smart News about Shaq and him helping some particular family out. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
That looked like that was nice. This Shaq is actually a good businessman and entrepreneur to do a lot for people.
You know what I miss?
What's that?
His movie theater.
His who?
Movie theaters.
He had a movie theater?
Oh, I'm showing my age again.
I mean, I don't know. When was he having a movie theater?
I don't know if it was nationwide, but here in Houston,
on
our north side of Houston, like on the freeway called I-45.
Yeah, we know about Killer I-45.
Yeah.
Going either way.
Yeah. But it was on the north side. And what used to be, I don't know, you know what? I don't even know if they still have that mall open, but it was a mall called North Line Mall.
I remember that. I know about it. I don't know if it's open either though. Most malls are obsolete now.
So they had North Line, and then they got Greens Point. Greens Point is still a little active, but in North Line Mall, Shaq had a movie theater.
What was it called? What was the name of it? Shaq's movie theater? What was it called?
I forgot.
Yeah, see. No, I don't.
And it closed down.
It couldn't have been nationwide because it wasn't here. So I mean, maybe it was prominent in Houston and on the West Coast where he was playing. But I don't know.
But it was nice though.
Yeah. Oh, Shaq Diesel. It
was nice.
I don't know, man. Like, it's so much stuff happening in the news right now. It's just hard to tell anything. Who knows what's what these days?
So he got one in Newark called Cityplex 12.
Newark, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it was one here in Houston. And I cannot remember the name of it, but it was very, very nice. I don't know why it didn't make money.
Mm-hmm.
But so okay, what we talking about? Come on now, our listeners, y'all know I'll be up under the fan, right?
Listen, I don't know what we can talk about that's prevalent other than CNN blowing up stuff. Not CNN, I'm sorry, CNN.
Yeah, he said CNN was blowing up stuff. Okay, CNN, we sorry.
Yeah, not CNN. CNN is my favorite news station to watch.
Is it?
Yeah, they be on point.
Why you like to watch them?
CNN don't have no problems telling you what it is.
Chris Cuomo gone.
Yeah.
I used to like to watch him go hard.
Don Lemons is actually good though.
I love Don Lemons.
He's actually
That's
good.
what I like the best over there.
Yeah. Who is somebody else that's just they going into a podcast and I think they have a podcast and they're coming over to CNN. I
Who is
forgot
that?
who it was, but he been doing a podcast for years and just like all over the place. So he's famous and he's doing this thing, finna go do his thing over at CNN.
Really? Really?
So I don't know, man. So what about Natasha and Dan? What's good with them? How they doing?
Oh, I don't know.
How you not know? They your friends.
I ain't talked to Natasha. I went on a date last night. For real.
So what's up with the date? Who did you go with? I mean,
so I went with this person.
Did you go on a date by yourself? Like what?
Okay, so I went with this person that I've been knowing a long time.
All right. How long is a long time?
40 years.
Oh, that's a long time. So, what y'all do?
We went to a bowling alley where they have pool tables, bowling alley.
That's always cool.
Yeah. I'm kind of laid back like that. I'm kind of simple like that.
That's cool. I mean, so like
I don't like, I can go to hoity-toity stuff, but I'm inside, I'm very uncomfortable. Like, with the fruit sandwiches and stuff, like I don't really like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do it, but I don't really care for it. Like, I like going shoot some food. I can't really shoot food, but I like to just.
Pool is my game.
I really like.
Pool is my game. I love to shoot pool, man. My dad used to shoot pool, and I picked that game up. Pool and chess is like some of my fun.
And this place actually, it had like a huge chess game, like floor chess game,
like lifestyle chess.
Mm-hmm. And it had like
the big connected dots, the lifestyle one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was nice.
That's what's up. What's the name of that place?
Oh, yeah, okay. Plug. Let me tell y'all about 810 Billiards and Bowling. It's called 810 Billiards and Bowling in Houston. It's in our downtown area.
Okay.
So next time y'all in Houston, go check it out.
Listen, also like my favorite spot was in in Houston when it comes to shooting pool is Slick Willie's.
Yeah.
You can shoot pool at Slick Willie's, but don't buy no car from a guy named Slick Willie.
So that was actually the first choice of this person.
Slick Willie's.
Because I said, okay, so I took them on a date.
Listen, ladies, it is okay to take men on dates.
I'm just letting y'all know.
Listen.
I didn't want the men to get twisted.
It is not a chivalry disadvantage to take a man out. Y'all have fought for equality for a lifetime. A lifetime of opportunities. It's balanced on both sides of the spectrum, baby. We can take you out, you can take us out. We meet in the middle on something when somebody falls short. Hey, it's good.
So I could tell you that y'all guessed it. I'm not high maintenance, but I'm spoiled.
What?
I'm not high maintenance. That's not true. I'm not high maintenance.
What?
I'm spoiled, but I'm not high maintenance.
What?
It doesn't take much to make me happy.
What?
I need to cough, y'all. This live. I'm under this fan. I'm
Cut the
sorry.
fan off, man. Turn the power switch off.
Okay, sorry, y'all.
See, that was a high maintenance cough. We didn't even hear you cough. What was that?
Listen, okay, y'all. So I took this man on a date. I set it up and everything. I mean, when they was like, well, where we going? I was like, well, we're gonna go play pool, north spot. They said Slick Willie. I've been to Slick Willie. I used to always go to Slick Willie. They got a Slick Willie's downtown too.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
And the one downtown is super nice.
Is it?
But y'all, we live. Y'all okay.
Hey, come on, man. Tell a story. Tell a story.
Okay, so I was like, but I don't want to take him to Slick Willie's. So I took him to 18 billiards and bowling downtown. Because downtown is like the place to go nowadays in Houston. A lot of stuff down there happening.
That and the turkey hut.
Or the turkey leg hood. Oh yeah, we talked. Yeah. Okay, that's what we talked about that. Drake, we told y'all Drake be there a lot. Okay, but anyway. So we met, we was maybe about 10 minutes in, we started talking to each other on the phone, making sure we was going in the right direction. This, that, third. GPS is leading us. Okay. And
was he on time for the date?
Yes.
Or was he a minute late?
No. So we supposed to meet at 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that I wouldn't get there till 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually rolled up on the spot at the same time.
Okay.
And as I made the block once, twice, trying to find the right parking garage. And as I made the second turn, he was like right going in the line for the parking garage. And I was like right here. So all I had to do was like, and get in front of him.
All right.
So we parked at the same time.
So he was on time because I can't stand nobody that's
excited.
I can't stand nobody that's late for something.
He was excited. Like he started like texting me like, you did say 7:30, right? Then he was like, GPS is saying my ETA gonna be 7:15. He was excited to get there.
All right, well, sure, that's cool. So what happened next? What's going on next? What on entry? What happened on entry?
Okay, he came, got me out the car.
Did he open the door?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we give him 2 checks right there. You was on time and you knew how to open the door. You weren't retarded. You didn't know how to open the door.
Yeah, because I had on my big winter coat, so
big winter coat for what?
It was cold.
It is never cold in Houston. What do you define as cold? And please don't tell me you came out with your mink coat all the way down to your ankles. What was cold in Houston?
It was like 38 degrees last night. I know that ain't cold to you, but when my fingers start feeling cold, my fingertips, it's cold. So,
do you know where I am right now? It's like close to like 19 degrees.
I know. Stop being the show off.
Y'all still up there talking about it's above freezing. 38 is above freezing.
Stop being the show off.
I'm not. I'm just saying, define cold. This lady, like I told you in one episode in season 1, this lady walking around with a mink coat on to her ankles when it's 45 degrees in Houston, and you talking about it's cold? Are you crazy? No, it's not cold at all. It's not cold at all. Freaking Russia is cold. Oh, it's cold. It's -1 degrees over there. That's cold. Okay, so check number 2. He got in. He over the door. The dude was on time. So all right,
He helped me into my coat. He helped me into my. He helped me.
He put your coat on.
He helped me get into it so I can get into it. He held it up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know if we can give him a check for that though. You know what I'm saying? That's a bonus. Okay, yeah, put your coat on. Okay, cool. So y'all at 18. Y'all at 18. Billiards and pool. Bowling and pool.
He grabbed my hand and we walked over to the.
All right. So where this dude from? Is he from H-Town?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
We from the same neighborhood.
All right, so that
we didn't know each other.
That is technically the South, so chivalry should be still alive there.
He was raised right.
All right. Well, I'm kind of critical, so I ain't gonna say that off the gate yet. I'm like real critical about what people mean by being raised right. So all right, put your coat on time, open up the door.
Yeah. Grabbed my hand, we walked across the street, went up to the place. The whole door's open. We walked in, we went over, found out it was a wait for the pool table. So we went over to the bar to have a drink.
All right. So y'all need to subscribe right now because I'm gonna start saying stupid stuff. I'm just gonna start popping off stupid stuff now because now my thing is, y'all need to subscribe and follow, and like, because now my thing is you have women out there that think that guys that does that is nerdy and they don't want to be bothered with them. You know what I'm saying? They want the thuggish type, always carrying a gun with a whole lot of money in their pocket. Somebody that's gonna bank bop them upside their head a couple of times, and then they're gonna be like, "I don't want you, chick," and then you gonna run back to the dude and try to give your whole life to him, and he don't want to be bothered with you. Now you got somebody slapping you around for the next 3 to 5 years. So. Yeah. I mean, like, I want y'all to comment, like, do y'all think that the women today wants that, or are they just saying they want it, but then they really want something other than what?
Yeah, I can't wait to see y'all comments on that.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I mean, it's a lot of people that's like that though, man. It's like, our girl, he only punched me in my eye one time.
Yeah, I have
you know what I'm saying? And then, like, on the flip side, you say you want a good dude, but then when a good dude shows up, you just think he's like, oh no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
But then you don't want no good dude. You don't want somebody that's looking out for you. Gonna open car doors and open freaking doors for you. Period, or whatever your definition of chivalry is. You know what
I'm saying?
That
a yes man.
Huh?
I call that a yes man. So see, don't get it twisted.
I was gonna say, what's your definition of a yes man? Because that could be like,
no, don't get it twisted. So a yes man is not a man that just gives you everything you want.
Oh, okay. Because I would be a no man. Because I ain't gonna do that if you ain't ready to work for it.
Yeah, you need to be quiet. You're a yes man. You're a yes man.
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm. But anyway.
Whatever. We ain't talking about me.
So a yes man doesn't just give you any single little thing you want. This is my definition of a yes man. Mm-hmm. Okay. A yes man says yes to you, to a couple, to your experience. And he says yes by being there and engaged and caring for you in a way that matters to not only you, but to him and your relationship together. So it's the small things that he's saying yes to. It's the uh, conditions are not safe. So I know you got this, boo. I know you got this, babe. But I'm getting ready to take you here because I'm concerned about the weather conditions, and I know you got it. We ain't got to argue. I know you got it, but I'm concerned about the weather conditions, and I just want to can I just keep you safe?
But does that borderline on intrusion of independence?
That's you heard what I kept saying in between.
Yeah, I
I
heard
know
it
you got it, but can
because
I
you
just
got
keep you
some
safe?
people like
Because some men would take that and use that as control, right?
yeah.
So if there's a communication there where he's wanting to do this for you, and as your woman, you say, "No, babe, I got it," then he's giving you your choice. But the idea that he wanted to take care of you in a way that he just wanted to show you that he cared for you.
See, a lot of
He didn't
but a
have to
lot
buy a rose. He didn't have to buy candy. He
yeah, that's
thought
superficial
about you,
anyway.
huh?
That's superficial anyway. All that
Right.
stuff,
He
that's
thought about
superficial.
you. He thought about you and your safety. Okay. That's just one example. Um, you have a death in the family. Maybe it don't have anything to do with him because it wasn't his family, but perhaps you're devastated. And he know he can't do anything about a death. The death is a death. But he cares enough about you to want to be there for you if you need somebody to talk you through with. Like, this is a yes man is a man who is engaged in your relationship.
All right. So a person that shows compassion and empathy.
Yeah.
So
A
so
person who's listening to you, engaged in your likes and dislikes, what you love.
but what if a person like says they want that but doesn't know how to exude those things? Because you have people that say they want a whole lot, but they have no get up and go about it and don't know how to do it or engage in it. And then when it comes to a conversation, there's friction and conflict in it. Now you got a whole nother issue because one person is perceiving the information to be controlling, the other person is perceiving it to be like, I'm trying to help. You do that because when you talk about follow, like, subscribe, so when you talk about things of that nature, you have to understand first who you are and be sensitive to other people's feelings. And that, I think that comes in like knowing a person, you know what I'm saying? Like knowing their background and how they was brought up and raised and different things. In this day and age, you don't have that type of time. So now
You
you
do.
get,
You
no,
do.
you don't. You don't. You don't. And the reason I say is it's not saying I know where you're going. You don't have that type of time because most of the people in this day and age that's dating like that ain't trying to really get the chance to know that person. They just want to get in and have fun and smash them and go about their business. So there's really no time to develop a real relationship with a person. Now,
Look, I don't have
that
time to
that
be
that's
smashing.
that's 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 what I'm saying to you. That's age specific because
Mm.
in millennials and Generation X's and X, Y, and Z's and all the people of the communities that they have different rules and regulations on what they consider to be a good date. And like people like of baby boomers and that generation, they're known for communicating with people face to face and making sure they get what they need and understand the logistics of a relationship. People well under that, they don't have that. All of them, I'm not gonna say all, but the majority of them don't function like that.
I was gonna say this. I like this man so much. Okay, my co-host, you know what I'm talking about. When I'm getting ready to say what I'm getting ready to say, he gonna laugh because he know how I am. Because we told y'all we done went out to eat with each other before. We used to go out to breakfast with our crew. I like this man so much. And we were sharing our food.
Yeah, that don't happen.
that don't happen, do it, co-host.
Yeah, that don't happen.
I be like,
you better get your own type of situation. I ain't even finna scrape you man off the corner of my plate. You better get your own. Whatever.
You might get, listen, you might get to taste it before I start eating.
Yeah, but when you start eating this,
once I start eating,
over.com.
Tell y'all, once I start eating, it's like death come fire, leave me alone. No, didn't I offer you some before I put my fork in here? Bye.
And see, you know what? Listen, that brings up a wonderful, wonderful situation. I'm not even that nice. No, because my thing is, if you wanted it, order it. Don't ask me for nothing off my plate. Listen, like years ago, I was in a restaurant probably like 10 years ago, and I just remember like it was yesterday. I was on a date with a person, and I had ordered something in a nice restaurant, and I was just like, you know, you cool, get what you're gonna get or whatever. No worries, no sweat. So all the food came, and everything was looking nice. So I went to go ahead and start praying over my food because that's what I do. And all of a sudden I hear some click clacking. I look up. This person is in my freaking plate.
Yeah, see, I don't
you
like
know
that. Y'all see, y'all see why we friends?
So like you in my plate.
Get out
and
of my plate.
I didn't even ask you to do nothing. And I'm praying over my food to make sure I don't die from it. You know what I'm saying? So like all this, I'm PO'd. I'm pissed all the way off. So now it ain't nothing you can do to salvage this day. For me, it ain't nothing you can do. I don't care. It is nothing you can do because that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. So the waitress comes back, she was like, how is everything? You know, me being me co-host, I was like, I don't know, ask her. Cause she done had everything. They was like, you don't want the food? Nope. I'm good. I say, can you just take that off my bill and I'll have a drink or two or something. It's like, there's no way you can salvage it. Don't ever put your fork in my plate if I don't offer you nothing. Don't do it. It's not gonna be beneficial for you. Yeah. I don't have to worry about it now because the person that I am with, my wife, she can put a fork in my plate all day long. It's all good.
See what I mean? See y'all. I like that man so much. I let him be all in my plate. We eating out each other's plate. That's how much I like him. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what else I did that I wouldn't do. So by the time we got to the food, so we had drinks at the bar. We moved into the restaurant part and had food. Mm-hmm. And then by then, our food table was ready. So then we went over to the food table with our last drink, which was a beer. Mm-hmm. Okay. He brought my coat because I was paying for stuff. He got my coat and brought it over to the food area with the 2 beers. Okay. We was drinking out the beer bottles. I didn't know who beer bottle was who beer
Oh,
bottle. We was just drinking.
no.
I know, right?
No. There's a certain thing called
We just
COVID-19.
we just talked about this a couple of shows ago, didn't we?
Yeah. No.
That's how much I listen.
Yeah, listen, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's how much I like him.
That's
I
good. That's good and all.
butter up.
Listen, but no, that ain't gonna happen. I told y'all about like my co-host said about the episode we talked about not too long ago. My daughter can't even drink after me. This is like, no, you can't. No, don't touch nothing that's mine like that. No, I don't want it no more. She was like, I want a soda. I would have bought you a soda, but you didn't want that soda. Why do you want to drink out of my bottle? Now I gotta get this to you because I don't want it. Yeah. DNA, okay, yeah, you my blood, but I don't want your germs. You have a different type of germ system. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't be one of them mamas, or dads or whatever. Well, dads don't do it, but mamas do. I don't see the nastiest thing is for mama to chew up food and then stick it in her baby mouth.
Now that's that's nasty.
That is nasty.
Yeah, that's nasty.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, okay.
So okay, so the conversation was really, really interesting. The conversation was upbeat. The conversation was uplifting. The conversation was fun. I got a lap dance.
What?
I got a lap dance.
Did you have to pay for it?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's acceptable.
So I was playing, okay. So I was playing because the way we were sitting on it, okay. So we were sitting on this couch, and so they was handing me my coat, and the way they were standing.
They are him.
Him.
Okay, because they means more than one. So like, how many people were you dating at this one time?
Okay, I learned that I'm not a thought.
Oh, so wait a minute.
On this show a couple of weeks ago, I learned that I'm not a thought.
So wait a minute.
It's still questionable as to whether or not I have whole tendencies. Because we didn't get to the bottom of that. Oh. What? So they was standing, and I was like, "Oh, what you getting ready to do?" And I was being silly, y'all. Y'all know I'm silly. So I was like, "So what you get ready to do? You get ready to give me a lap dance?" And they was like, "You want a lap dance? Okay." And they start giving me a lap dance. I was like, "Ooh." The security guard started pointing.
Oh my goodness. So I'm trying to go back to
we ate our food. Well, my food didn't really come. That's kind of why I was in his plate. Because my food didn't come till our food table came. He started making fun. Y'all know I have vegan tendencies, right? Yeah, we done talked about this before. I got vegan tendencies. So I ordered some hummus. So it was a whole debate about it was a whole debate about hummus. Because he was like, "Why you just don't go to the store and get you some Frito-Lay bean dip?" And I was like, and then we got into this whole conversation with this other couple sitting next to us, and me and the lady was like, "Because it's not pinto beans, it's chickpeas." And him and the lady's husband was like, "Yeah, but it's
same damn thing." Oh my goodness, man.
Okay, so the way that you do it over there, you have to pay out the tab at the bar because I had the tab going.
Right.
And then you got to go over here and pay for your time at the food table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we was playing pool. So I'm tell y'all, so I've been knowing this man a long time. There were a lot of there's a long history in our story. But there are a lot of what do you call it? Bucket list things that are happening in 2022 between me and this man.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So so I will tell you that there are times when I'm with this man or I'm talking to this man and I see the same man, but I see a man who has matured.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was fun. Now, yeah, okay. I need y'all hit the subscribe button. Listen, I gotta ask y'all youngsters, why y'all had y'all children out at midnight at the club?
Mm-hmm.
So that showed our age because me and him both was like, why these kids up here? And they was playing Busta Rhymes and stuff, and we was dancing. They was playing all kinds of music, like hip hop nation kind of music.
Mm-hmm.
And that showed our age because me and him both was like, why these little kids in here, like little kids in the bowling alley with people drinking. And this one group of people, they had brought their own liquor in the club, like big bottles of Crown and stuff, Henny and stuff.
Yeah.
And they was like pouring, like waterboarding people with it. Like here, people was holding their head back and drinking this. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. Listen. Stop taking y'all babies to the club. That's all I gotta say. Don't take your baby to the club. But anyway, back on this. So something that we never did before, bucket list, was dance with each other. That was new. Y'all, okay, Insane Rhetorik listeners, y'all know that's like a big deal with me because why?
You're a dancer.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mission Chasse. Y'all don't know who all that is, but go look up the name.
Okay, so y'all, we was playing
you got
pool.
your dance on. I'm trying to get to the point. Did you go smash this dude?
No. That don't mean I didn't want to though.
I'm trying to get to the point.
That don't mean I didn't want to though.
I mean, all things possible.
I was trying not to be a hoe. It's the first date.
So which one of the entities are you going to fall up under? We already declared that you're not a thought, so you only got
apparently
2
I'm
lists.
not a hoe either because I didn't smash on the first date. Now.
Okay. So there's only one left now.
What's the other one?
The other was a prostitute.
Oh, well, okay. I don't get paid for my services. I'm just a woman with okay. I'm just a woman.
So what happens to the next time y'all go out and he pays for the date? Does that help you in the category of being a prostitute? I'm trying. If he pays for the whole night.
Look, let me tell you something, y'all, ladies. With this man right here, let me tell y'all something. With this man right here, it's gonna be all I can do not to smash. Period. That's all I can say.
So basically, what you said is you ready to go all in. You ready to go in.
I'm telling y'all, it was like a wonderful, 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 wonderful date.
Yeah. Okay.
From beginning to end, it was wonderful. And then, okay, so we get in the car and he called me while we was driving because he was trying to make sure I got home safely.
Mm-hmm.
So he talked to me while I was driving. Because see, that's a yes man. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I can't take care of myself or whatever, but like the thought of wanting to take care of me and take care with me, he was a yes man. Yeah. So it was all I could do. It was all I could do. Not to give him none. Oh, that's a double negative.
Pretty much.
I would have gave him some. It was all I could do not to give him any. Who nanny?
Yanni. Yeah, I gotta go check that show out with the Red Dragon. I was like, Yanni.
And subscribe while you're doing it. But listen, I don't know if we're going out again though.
Why?
He say we are.
Okay, so what's the problem?
I guess I could make it happen again if I just want to go out with him that much, huh? I could just be like, let's go on a date.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could. But I mean, but like, why would you not want to? It sounded like you had a great time with the dude.
I did.
Okay, so why would you not want to go out with him again? See, that's that uppity stuff that I be talking about. It's like that bougie stuff. You know, like women act like they're like I had such a great time, but I won't never go out with you no more. What? Like type of stupid retarded stuff is this, man? Like what? You had a good time, but you don't want to hang out no more. You know what? And that's why guys that's why guys be like, okay, cool. Well,
I'm scared of him.
For what?
I'm scared of him.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, see what you do.
I'm scared of him because he takes me there.
Listen, what you do is carry yourself down to your nearest pleasure shop, hook yourself up, and then go home, get your issues off before you go out on your date.
So now you tell me.
Later, then you'll be ready. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you want to go out again with them, just make sure you got the appropriate equipment that you took care of whatever you need to take care of. So just go. Come on, man. You know
what I'm gonna go in the latest bathroom and zzz.
Whatever, however you need to roll. I'm not asking for specifics. However you need to roll.
I hope you must be 18 or older to watch this show.
I'm just saying, man. You know, like you just if that's what you got to do to make sure you go through the night. It really was
a good date, and I'm hoping we have another date.
I mean, what you hoping for? That's all you got to do is tell them, yeah, we want to go out. Because I know you had to put this dude in restraints to get him to go out. I know you had to put him in restraints. See, this is the fun part about our friendship. We rap all the time. So I know you had to basically handcuff this dude mentally and in a conversation and drag him along to the finish line. So because some guys just don't pick up quick on certain things. So I mean, I get it.
Well, we conversed about that a little bit. He said he got it now.
Oh wow. And it only
That's the short version.
Right. And it only took you 6 good months of being retarded. Like, dude.
Didn't I tell you can't say that on this show?
Like, what? I ain't say nothing. I said retarded. Ain't no
you can't say that word.
What's wrong with retarded?
Why you ask me that every time?
Because he retarded. He was retarded.
No.
Yes. Yes. He's freaking retarded. Now I say he retarded because I know him through you. Hope you don't see this show. I hope he don't subscribe and pick up the show. Now that'll be a physical encounter.
Okay, listen.
You call me retarded on the show? Well, I didn't say no names, but if the shoe fit, word. Not that I'm scared anyway. I don't matter. It don't matter. Your actions were retarded.
Okay, let me tell you what I think. I think, like I said, there's a long story, a long history. And so I think that there's a lot on both sides of walking gingerly along to not mess up. Like, I know for sure I'm doing that. I'm going gingerly along to not mess up.
That's cool.
I'm guessing
he's doing the same.
He's doing the same.
Yeah. And where it really comes down to, like, for real, is when we are younger, we don't understand certain things about relationships and how they are supposed to function. And we see a lot of different things in what our parents have showed us, our uncles and aunties have showed us in their relationships, and they all are diverse. And that's what takes me back to Miss Armstrong and corporate structure, and how she was talking about things are diverse and you need to learn how to move in those things, and I think relationships are just as diverse as anything, because you have two people coming together that are from two different sides of the spectrum. And if you didn't grow up with one of them perspectives, say like a woman that has all brothers, she's going to act and know how a male thinks on a certain level, even though that she's still a woman, but it's still beneficial to her because she only has all brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the same with a guy who has all sisters. You know what I'm saying? He had the majority of their siblings and sisters. He's going to know how a woman thinks from that perspective. I heard a comedian say something. He was dating this girl, and the girl came over to his house and wondered why he had the toilet seat down. And she was like, "You got somebody else there, huh? You dating somebody else?" He was like, "No, I just got tired of getting my butt beat by my sisters and my mama for leaving the toilet seat up when I was growing up." So you pick up things and you notice that people take notice to those certain idiosyncrasies because they think it might be something else, but it's all in how you learn and how you understand people. And I just think, genuinely, he might be on the grind, to really see it through. And even though I have had history, and it might turn out all good, you know what I'm saying? Because
I'm open-minded.
Yeah.
So I will say that this person, there has never been an issue with friendship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the basics of friendship, the talking, the laughter, the all of that.
Right.
Um, there was never an issue on the intimacy side either.
Mm-hmm.
Sexual. Okay. The problem was the intimacy between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a long story. I'm not gonna get into it, but that's the problem was that.
Right.
And so I think from both sides, it's just really about just moving forward, trying to live in the present and not the past.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding that everyone's an adult now, nobody's in their early 20s or
Which could be actually hard to do sometimes, depending on how history was, because
right,
the nature of the beast for most people is to go off of their experiences, which
right,
were history experiences. And
right.
then you can't really take a person for what they say now because you have had history with them and they have shown you a certain thing back then they're showing you now. And that's the crazy part about it, because you always want somebody to take you at your word, but then history gives the facts and the absolutes of what you were. And how can I not go off of what my experience was and try to retroact that and futuristic change it into what's happening for us now? That makes it difficult for some situations. Like, people have to have the mindset to actually flatten the playing field.
Mm-hmm.
And when a person comes
Start from
back into,
scratch.
yeah,
Yeah.
and when a person comes back into your life, you don't look at a whole dissertation that you have built up over history, but you need to hand them a blank notebook and say, let's start from here. Whatever you put in this book from here on is what I'm going to go off of now. Your playbook is what we would call it in football and basketball. It's the playbook on what you finna do now. When you go into a game, they don't reference what happened in the old game other than we have to do this and do that to be a better team in this new game that we're finna get ready to play. Forget about what happened back there because it's past. Now you got to focus on the task at hand. So it's the new playbook.
Yeah. And that's what I think is happening right now. It's like this new playbook is being written. The rules are being set down.
And they're
So
changing. Yeah.
everybody's bringing to the table what they need now.
Right.
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 And it's being said out loud. No one's guessing anymore. The two of us, we're not guessing anymore. It's like, okay, so my question, a question I'm always asking is, what is your end game? Right?
Right.
What do you want? What's the end game? So I don't know. I don't know if initially he knew what he wanted from me, other than just to see me and kick it with me. Because when he re-entered my life, y'all. It wasn't really at a good place. There was a lot of hurt, unresolved hurt,
Right.
and so our age has brought us to a point where we are talking about these things that hurt on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
What I did to hurt him, what he did to hurt me, and owning it, validating it, and then asking the question of each other, do we move forward? And if so, how?
Right. And I
And,
can respect that. I can
and
respect that because, if you look at it from the side of, if you don't ask direct questions both sides will evade. You know what I mean? They will play it off, especially if a person has been hurt from it, because the difference of people is like this: when a person is hurt from something and it's still present in their life, they will find ways to throw it off and not address it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that, it doesn't give you the ability to actually eliminate it from your life because it's so hurtful. And if the person is not responding with intent to actually tackle that issue and get it off the table, you're going to find ways to avoid it all day long.
Right. So I will tell you that being with him last night was it was bittersweet, more sweet than bitter, but still bittersweet.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are these things from the past that I was fighting off as we were going through this date.
Right.
You know, fighting out of my brain, like, okay, don't go there. Just live today, right now.
Right.
And just, you enjoy being with him. Just go with that.
So you was having a mental illness breakdown at the date because you took on a bipolar attitude because it's one thing that you know, and then one thing that you're unsure of, and you're trying to work through. Yeah.
So I was happy that I allowed myself to be in the present.
Right.
Yeah, but when he started, that's when I was like,
here we go.
Yeah. That's when I was like, oh shit. Stop.
Flag on the play. He threw the red flag.
Yellow foul. I don't know what color the flag was, but
personal foul, roughing the passer. Hold up. Oh man. So I mean,
I was like, okay, cool.
It's all good. I mean, like, man, it's just like sometimes
I ain't give him none though.
I mean, sometimes
I'm proud of myself.
Look, when you get a chance to go back and grab something that you know was meant for you, it's a lot of times when people go back and grab things that's not meant for them.
Right.
But when you know something is meant for you and it's still available and you can go back and tackle it and squash everything, man, that'd be life eternal relationships with people. You know what I'm saying?
So that was something that he said, actually. That was something that he said last night. It's something to that effect.
Yeah.
He was talking about himself and where he is right now with himself and his thought processes and stuff. And he was like, he took a look back at some of his relationships and whatever. And he was like, he was saying how he had never had someone who loved him the way that I loved him. And he felt like he was like, he was like shaking his head and he was like, damn, you was like 20 years ahead of me the whole time.
You was there all the time. Like it's something when a person actually meets that type of person, because regardless of who you are, you do not have to put on a representation of being something else.
Right.
Because actually be yourself, and that person respects and love you for who you are and where you are in your life. And if you ain't up to whatever par that you think you're supposed to be, then that person comes and helps you push your creativity and your attitude up to that level into where you are supposed to be. And they don't have no problem helping you in whatever state that you are in. But when you have a person that downs you, and for you not being at a certain level, then that's going to cause conflict, because now you're beating me over the head for something that I'm trying to achieve, but you're not helping me to achieve it. That's the difference. And a lot of people in relationships, and like we were talking earlier about, here's a quote, being unequally yoked. And not being on the same level. That's why you have people going after things and not going after the actual person and who they are, because now they need things to settle and make them feel significant than actually being in a place where that person may feel significant.
So, and you know this because we're good friends. I've never ever been a person who needed hoity-toity. Like I'm just, people who are that close to me know that I'm just that girl who I am. Like I'm that girl anywhere I am. In any situation, I'm just her. And she doesn't need a whole lot of shit. Right? If you're loyal to me, you probably that's probably all you need, right?
You are maybe one of the 3 to 5 women that I know that's actually laid back like a guy. It does not take a lot to turn your head. It's like, it's the simple things. And a lot of guys are like that. Guys are like, you ain't got to do a whole lot and buy me a whole lot for me to be satisfied. It's like simple stuff, man. You can make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm cool. You good. You know what I'm saying? And that's your demeanor. But a lot of people misinterpret that. And I know that because we have worked in the same school district together, and I have seen it, you know what I'm saying? And not just coming from a point of men, coming from the standpoint of women also. It's just like crazy how they view you, because they view you that way because that's what they really want to be, but they don't know how to be it.
Yeah, I don't pomp and circumstance is not my thing. And so, like, I'm just true to who I am.
Yeah.
And if I love you, like, and love takes on a lot. Like, there's Christian love, there's romantic love, like, but regardless, if I love you,
you for that person.
That's it.
Yeah, you for that person.
I'm down for the crown. Like this, I'm 100%.
I'm telling you. I knew she had respect for me when we was down there. She put me on her AARP card. Like, don't nobody put you on the AARP card. They don't care.
I don't whip it out for everybody, y'all.
Like, you, first of all, who whips out an AARP card and be like, I got it.
You want a discount? No tax. I got you.
I was like, what is that? You know, I went back. I was like, what kind of card is that? A Diners Club?
No.
Like, what is that? Oh, this is ARP. I get a discount for it.
They all was like,
I take that. You know what I'm saying? I take that. Because them other busters, they didn't even know what it was. Like, what is that? I'm like, y'all slow, man. Y'all don't read.
ARP. It was
ARP. When we get a certain age, man, you get discounts on everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
so, I mean, you know, so
shouts out to AARP.
Oh yeah, AARP.
Can y'all design one for people under 50?
They got, so you can, if you got somebody in your house, you can get one. You can get one. Really? I think starting at age 45 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. So
I might have to look into that.
So it was like the cool date. Like, it was such a wonderful, cool experience. It was laid back, it was chill, it was true to who he and I are. Like, it was a lot of ebb and flow. That was like, it was gentle, it was rocking, and I wanted to give him some, but I didn't give him none.
Please follow, please like, please subscribe.
Because
we have relationship advice, and somebody might have a different perspective out there that we would love to hear. I know I would, because some people would have gone in. Some people would have gone in. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all.
Hey, let me tell you this part. This is how I know I really wanted to give him some, y'all. Hold up. So we get in the car, we talking. We talking. He, he telling me, like, I'm not going nowhere, babe. I'm not going nowhere this time. Like, and I'm like, okay, I see the difference. I see the change. Like, I see that you aren't like you used to be, but you are. Like, I see all of that. He's like, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. But let me tell y'all something, y'all. Let me tell you where my car was going. I couldn't even get home. My car was going to his side of town. When I realized my car was going to his side of town, I was like, why am I going over here? He was like, what? I was like, I don't know why my car going this way. Oh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He was like, see, look, let me tell you, yes, man. Let me tell you what the yes man said. Yes man said, stop, pull over, put the GPS on so you can get your bearings.
That's what a gentleman is supposed to do when he has been rejected. Because anything outside of that is what Governor Abbott said that he's going to eradicate. We still haven't seen that yet, but go check that podcast out, that episode, you'll understand. So, all right, well, that's cool. So, you know what? On a light, I ain't gonna say on a lighter note, I just saying across my my Smart News feed, shout out to Smart News, they be on everything. They were talking about your boy George Zimmerman, what he's been going through. Apparently so. I guess what he's been going through since that case of Trayvon Martin. That's been over 20 years ago.
He's been going through it. We know he's been going through it because he's been in the news a couple of times.
Yeah. So they didn't have something else surface up on him. I don't know if somebody tried to wax him or something. I don't know. I really don't care.
He couldn't join the
apparently your life is gonna be in the news for the rest of your days until somebody go ahead do what they gonna do. I don't know if he's still in jail.
He couldn't join the oath takers.
Oh yeah, well, I don't know, man. The oath keepers.
Oh.
I'm like, the oath takers. Who they taking oaths now? I don't know. The oath keepers, maybe. Okay. That's another radical group. I don't know why they didn't let him in. They didn't qualify. Maybe he didn't meet the quota of killing many Black folks as he needed. I don't know.
Okay, so one of our listeners says it's been 10 years, not 20.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was one is too many because it shouldn't have happened. I'm sorry though. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
10 years. That's still a long time.
Y'all be commenting. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
I like when y'all be commenting on what we do. Did y'all subscribe though? Y'all need to subscribe.
Yeah, you need to subscribe, follow, and like, and do all those things.
Cause last week we told y'all this is Insane Rhetoric. It's the Sesame Street for adults.
Right. You'll learn some stuff here.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from my boy Bill Cosby in the news. He wants to went to sleep.
So we've not heard about Bill Cosby, but
see what y'all need to know about Bill Cosby. He was like our first episode in season 1. That was our jump off. That was one I jump off.
That's one of our biggest episodes.
Yeah, we
and then we did another episode about him later.
Yeah, later in season 1. Yeah.
When he got out of jail.
Yep.
And that was the second. That was another.
Yeah, it was crazy. Then we had the Pied Piper of hoes. I mean of women.
He's the Pied Piper of R&B.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying.
Aura.
He was leading the rats.
Aura.
Hood rats, to be exact.
I'm still mad at Aura right now.
For what?
I can't listen to his music.
You can listen to his music. You can listen to his music and not support his ethics. That's just dumb.
Listen, I was listening to. So Aura got a birthday song. And I was grooving to the song for my birthday.
And you had a flashback?
No, wait. I was grooving. Pull out my little fake twerk, because I don't know how to twerk. When I twerk, I just do like this.
Yeah, just do that. Don't do nothing else. Just do that.
Now you sounded like my daughter.
Just do that.
That's what she said.
We'll let that ride as your twerking.
Okay, so I was doing my little.
Maybe we should do a show about twerking.
Come into an IR episode soon. Twerking.
Yeah, we do it. We do episodes on everything else.
Listen, little girl was twerking. Okay, I don't know how little she was, but to me, she was a little girl. She was twerking. She was twerking in the club. It wasn't a club. It was pool hall. She was twerking in the pool hall last night. But she was twerking up on everybody. She was twerking up on all the women. There wasn't no men in this group. They was all women, and she was twerking on everybody.
I mean, listen, I had somebody who worked at a job that I was at who actually went out. This lady was about 50 years old, went out to this little hookah club. And yeah, and
y'all, I know the story. Okay, y'all, I know the story.
And they got to dancing. And so white girls was up there dancing, and all of a sudden she jumped on the floor and started out dancing the girl. And they got put out the club because they made the other little people feel bad. So they got banned from a hookah club. So how you get banned from a hookah club because you dancing better than somebody? It's like just but ridiculous. Did she take her clothes off? And this lady was they recorded this all on social media and Facebook. She got like a whole bunch of likes on Facebook because of this. I'm just like, are you serious? I think certain things at a certain age, you just shouldn't be.
I know. You shouldn't be twerking and you shouldn't be wearing tutus.
That goes back into my theory about the thought theory and what is the making of a thought in spandex. Everybody shouldn't be in yoga pants and spandex. So if you're not going to the gym, that shouldn't be your thing to wear outside.
So one of our viewers said, Aura, everybody in Aura's entourage should have been charged.
Absolutely, sir. Even the parents. Absolutely.
We talked about this in Aura's show. We did talk about that, and we did a show about Aura.
Yeah, they should have been. It should have been from him and all the way down to the people who sweep his dressing room and the parents that dropped their kids off there that knew what he was about should have been gone to jail. Absolutely. Absolutely. I highly agree, brother or sister. I highly agree.
Yeah. We talked about that in the show we did about Aura. Y'all go back and listen to season 1. Now, it's not on YouTube, but
it's on everything else.
It's on all the different podcasts.
Definitely. Yeah.
Podcast platforms.
And listen. Aura is alive, and I don't really care or give a hell because you are absolutely right. And the same thing with Michael Jackson. He dead and gone, but if he was still here, I would say the same doggone damn thing. If you dropped your kid off at Michael's house, you had an alternate agenda because you already knew what he was on, period, point blank. Is he a good performer? Was he a good performer? Was he a good producer and singer and dancer and choreographer? Absolutely. But I wouldn't drop my kid off at Michael's house to play at Neverland with no 50-year grown man talking about he like boys. Nope, wouldn't do that.
I still say he should have married me. He couldn't have got near my son, but I wouldn't have told his secrets.
Man, anytime you come into the judge court looking like Captain Crunch, you got a problem anyway.
Stop talking about Michael.
Man, talk about
Don't talk about Michael.
I'm gonna talk about him. I'm gonna talk about me, and I'm gonna talk about everybody else. If I don't spare me, I ain't gonna spare nobody else. I don't care. So I agree, bro. I agree. Everybody should have been charged. Everybody.
Anyway, so ain't it time for us to go?
Yeah, it is.
It
is. So we know this show been a show about relationships and what you should and shouldn't do.
You should not. You should not. Oh, one of our listeners said that even Michael's wife lived in the house when it went down.
He lived in what house?
In Michael's house. She was what's her name? That Donna, whatever her name was.
I didn't even know Michael was married to nobody for real. Everything that dude did was a publicity stunt to me. I didn't.
Oh.
Like, you know, first of all, who has a kid and name him freaking Blanket? No, she's not gonna name no black kid named Blanket. So I like all that stuff was the what's her name? Presley chick that was a sideshow.
Okay, so they said I got it wrong. It was R. Kelly's wife was living in the house with
I remember her in that. Okay, I was like,
sorry.
Yeah,
I misread the.
Yeah, okay. I remember his wife being in the house also. Yeah, all of them was wrong, bro. You're absolutely right.
Well, she the one that blew the whistle in the first place, isn't she?
I think so. Like I say, man.
But she told on what happened to her. She didn't. When she blew the whistle, she told on what happened to her. Right? Is that how it went down?
Yeah, that's fine and dandy. But you, as an adult, was knowing that was happening, and you were so caught up in money and having what you wanted, you didn't care about nobody else's expense. That's my issue. You know, like them were kids. Oh. And granted that their parents was wrong for letting them go hang out with Aura and all that, but then you had a hit squad that actually went out to places like McDonald's to pick up little kids. And you knew that was underage.
Never tried to pick me up.
What?
He never tried to pick me up.
Listen, you be thankful that he didn't.
Very thankful.
You probably would have had some other issues, like the situation with freaking Aaliyah. You knew that girl was underage.
But you know what? Okay, I have to tell you this.
Like I say, you are no different than John Wayne Gacy. You ain't no different than Ted Bundy. You're no different than freaking what was the other man named Jeffrey Dahmer. You are a freaking pedophile. You are a predator. And I don't care how good your music is, it ain't gonna make me look past of a person doing wrong to children.
Yeah.
I don't.
What he said.
Yeah, I don't care how good your music is. Dude, if you fall into that line of being a pedophile like that, dude, that's what I see you as. I'm sorry. And then that's without notion, I'm really not.
What he said.
I'm like, that excuses nothing when it comes to people preying on children. I don't care. And like I say, them parents was wrong with two left shoes too, because they knew what was going on and they just wanted to bow to get some money.
Yeah,
at the expense of a kid. Man, you crazy.
One of our listeners said that R. Kelly's family knew what he was doing.
Hell yeah, they knew.
So let me tell you something. Back in them days, in them early days of R. Kelly, he was doing all that stuff, with Aaliyah and all that stuff. Even if he would have tried to get me, he wouldn't have got me. You want to know why? He wouldn't have got me anyway. Cause
Your daddy probably would have popped him.
Well, yeah, that too. But I was madly in love with this dude that I went on a date with yesterday. I couldn't see nobody, but there was no one in my like. I I didn't want to see nobody.
You had tunnel vision for the dude.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
So I wouldn't have stopped. I would have been like, oh, R. Kelly.
Now, I'm gonna actually say
I went and got Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard was in the Galleria around that same time, and I went and got his. He was at a table in the restaurant, and I went and got his autograph. Sugar Ray Leonard, because I like boxing.
That's
But R. Kelly, I didn't go get Sugar Ray Leonard's autograph because I thought he was hot. I just like boxing. I'm telling you, I had tunnel vision for the dude I went out with last night. I had tunnel vision. Nobody would have got me.
That's a different exploit, though. That's different because you actually genuinely liked something and you wanted to have a person's autograph. But when you are focused on somebody that you like what they do and you're willing to sell yourself out because of who they are, that's something totally different.
Yeah.
That's something totally different. And it's a lot of people out there who will sell themselves out for whatever, for 15 minutes of fame, just to say you were in the limelight with that particular person. That's the problem with people. You know what I'm saying? Because they devalue themselves to make somebody else feel great. That I'm like, man, listen.
Yeah.
Hey, I done met a whole lot of different people in different arenas doing music and doing what I do. I don't care. My thing is, man, I don't really give a hell. I just want the money. Give me what's due me because of what I produce for you, and you can go by do whatever you want to do. I never wanted to be famous because, like I say, famous people get killed. Look at Tupac, look at Biggie, they was famous.
I saw a video.
Fame is not where I want to be. Just send me the check.
I saw a video of a man talking about Puffy knew that Tupac was, he said, gonna be dealt with.
They all knew. They all knew.
I think so.
Ain't no thing to it. They all knew.
Yeah.
It was the setup in the game to eliminate problems, because they knew that them guys was gonna be problems if they would have lasted in the industry.
Yeah.
They all knew. And so I'm not even finna touch that. You know what I'm saying? Because that was evident. You know, if you seen some of the pictures when Suge was in the car with Tupac when it went down, he already had an idea that was his night.
Yeah.
You could look at it. I mean, but you know what I'm saying? You look at that, like I say, you talk about different events throughout history, you know, like I'm not even gonna bring that up because they already got other issues happening, but it's things that events have happened where things have come from history where the powers that be, they knew.
Yeah.
They knew it, like, so whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I agree. I'm just like, man, I don't condone none of that type of garbage or insane rhetoric, nor do I condone it in my personal life, man. Listen, you got a problem doing stuff with kids, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm one of them people like this. If you go to jail and people had their way with you, you had it coming. Simple. And
Oh, our one of our listeners said that Tupac was killed because he put his hands on Orlando Anderson. I think it was more to it than that, actually.
I
I
think
think
that
that
was
was the
one.
straw.
I think that was one of the possibilities. But also Tupac wasn't getting paid what he was supposed to get paid. Suge was actually giving him physical things, and he was threatening to actually leave death row was one of the biggest things that caused that, because Tupac at the time was one of his biggest money makers on death row. So it's a lot of logistics to go into that. I read some of the information on that, but I don't remember it all, so I ain't even gonna touch it.
But
But
if
I don't doubt it. I
you
don't
think
doubt it.
about Tupac in all his glory, Tupac touched people on so many different levels because he was a great mind, and he was a talented soul, right?
Yeah.
So I was watching a video the other day where Kadeem Hardison of Different World,
Mm-hmm.
he was talking about when Tupac was on the show. Tupac played an ex-boyfriend
Mm-hmm.
to Jada Pinkett's
Thank
character.
you. Yeah, I remember.
And um, he came to visit the college. And Kadeem Hardison talked about how he was like, he always loved him as a rapper, but Kadeem Hardison was directing that particular episode. And he said, when Tupac, he was talking about Tupac's talent, how he knew his lines, how he did what he did. And he was like, you know, you tell him all you needed to do was tell him what was the impetus behind this character or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, then you roll and scene action, and Tupac would go into this character, and he was like, he was intimidated by that. He said, I was almost jealous of it. He was like, I admired him for it. I loved it. He was, but I was almost jealous and intimidated about how he could transform his character like that. And I think that speaks a lot to how Tupac just kind of hit a lot of people because of his talent, his brilliance.
I
His
remember.
light shone very bright.
Yeah,
And so many people, when you're doing something well, they tell you that, imitation imitation is supposed to be the best form of flattery, right?
mm-hmm.
But when you're doing something, when you're good at what you do, you get a lot of haters.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that could have been just a force of so many different levels.
Cause,
Just
cause,
let's just get rid of him.
yeah, because you think about it, like the dude was not a thug.
Yeah.
He was not a gangster. The dude was a brilliant mind. Most people don't know and understand this dude was actually trained in Juilliard. The dude,
Yeah.
far as who he was and his articulation of everything. What is the movie with him and Omar Epps? And it was, I forget
Juice.
the name. Who?
Juice.
When he played Bishop. When he played Bishop, the director was saying the same thing that you were saying, how he just came in and read that role and he knew that he was right for that particular part. You know what I'm saying? The dude just had that presence and that aura about him. And I can say the
And
same
what he
thing.
had to say was important.
Yeah, I mean, because his mama was part of the Black Panthers.
His mama and
So
his daddy.
yeah, so he was trained up to know history and facts about who his people was and everything. And that's what made him such a dynamic, not rapper, lyricist. That's what
Yeah.
that's what separated him between most other rappers, because the dude was putting into terms just like Marvin Gaye put into song about what's going on. He was giving the views of who he was and what he was dealing with. And I'm gonna say this, my boy Christopher Wallace, aka Biggie Smalls, was the same way.
Yeah.
He was the
A very
same
profound
freaking
person.
way. Huh?
Yeah, a very profound person.
Very.
So
very.
one of our they comment on this right here. One of our viewers is saying that the Compton police found the gun, but the police didn't follow up, and that Orlando Anderson was killed in a drive-by.
I remember that. I remember some of those details about that. I do remember that, and they're actually right. They did. It's a lot of stuff that they didn't follow up on for specifics, because, like, I'm gonna tell you, like, honestly, we know the LA Police District, Los Angeles Police, is one of the notorious for actually corruption. And a lot of stuff that stems around in different parts of California. And we was talking about someone not too long ago of Torrance Police out in California. They have been known for corruption, so it's a lot of things that happened with that Biggie Smalls case, and of Tupac case, that did not make sense, and they didn't want to follow up on, because I believe that a lot of those police was in on that situation, and they was probably getting paid for whatever to get rid of that man, hands down.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. I was like, man, because the dude was flashy. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't care about what he did, and he didn't care about what he said to a certain degree. So if you know that somebody is finna get ready to make a certain amount of money and could take over your empire, just like Snoop did with Death Row, you don't want your money to stop, so you're gonna find some way to get rid of the person that has the potential more than you do. Because you think about it, like, what did Notorious Big have to lose with Puffy? If Big was gonna go out on Bad Boy, then he started his own label, guess what? He would have been more bigger than Puffy.
So our listeners say that the corrupt LA police involved Notorious Big's murder in the two.
Yep.
But listen, this video that I was watching, that's what they were saying, was that if Big had stayed true to himself, he was following Puffy, going to these parties, going to this, going to this, that, going to this, instead of start doing like he started out and sticking to himself.
Yep.
And the moment he started hanging out with Puff, going to this, that, and the third, this place, that place, it became a problem. And he said he told, I can't remember the dude's name, but he said he told Big, man, don't do that. Let's not hang out with them, because it's too many people. It's too much stuff going on. We don't need to be over there with Puff.
But see, this is the thing, though. You got to realize where Big grew up. Big he was not from the States. He was from the islands. He was from Jamaica. And if I'm for sure about it, I think he was from Kingston. And he grew up over there. So the nature of those people, they didn't have a lot to deal with, because it was him and one of his boys, I think, that was actually in Bad Boy or security for Big, that it was his best friend. If you remember when he came over and he went to Brooklyn and everything and grew up in Brooklyn, his mama was already troubled and they didn't have a lot. Typical story of some Black people. You don't have a whole lot, but you're trying to do what you can and make what you got to do. He started to make his mark in that music industry. And you're absolutely right. If he wouldn't have went the way of Puff and doing those things and hanging out with Puff, but Puff knew to exploit them and make money off of them and put money in his pocket. What are you going to do when a person is putting money in your pocket when you don't have nothing? That's the thing. That was the selling point. And when you bite that type of hook, then you got people that's just out there that's going to make you the money and do what you need to do and put you in places. He had stuff that he never experienced ever in life that he would have or believed that he would have. And that all came through the money line of Puffy. That's the thing that sells people when you are out there making music. Who's going to pick you up? But everybody don't have that mindset to stay true to who you are. I remember when Too Short came on the premise. Too Short didn't appear to nobody's record label. He sold over 250,000 units out the back of his own car. So that made the industry have to come and see what he was doing. And then he got picked up from somebody, but he wrote his own ticket in doing it because he told him, if you don't put me on, then I'm going to put myself on doing what I continue to do. 200, just imagine moving 250,000 units out of your own car. You know how much hustle you got to have to do that? And it made them come see about him and then offer him a deal. That's how he got on. So you're right. If Big would have stayed true to himself, and just kept, because the boy had the ability, he had the artistship, he had the showmanship, you know what I'm saying? He would have owned probably half of New York and probably been as good as Jay-Z.
Yeah, you get caught up in, especially when you're a youngster like that, you get caught up in the establishment of, the labels, all of that. And, not a lot of people had the inclination of Wu-Tang.
Well, they weren't the only one. They weren't the only one.
Because even Wu-Tang went that way first.
Right. And then they broke it off.
RZA was like,
nah, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. But think about like people like Master P. Master P did the thing from Jump Street. He understood business though. Like you said, he understood show and he understood business. Show business. He understood that. Ray Charles did the same thing. Ray Charles told him, like this, I ain't doing nothing else unless I own my own masters because you ain't finna make $1 off of me. He told him. Sam Cooke did the same thing.
Yeah.
Sam Cooke started his own black record label and was making
and employed black singers.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, half of the stuff that Sam Cooke did, he was doing vocally himself before he even went and got other people to start doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you think about what's your boy name out of Jamaica, Bob Marley, same particular dude. You know what I'm saying? He was on a political stage and he was making moves for his country, and then they wind up killing him because he was going to be too much of an influence.
Well, that's what I'm saying. People always, when you become too much of an influence, when you get to a certain level, there's some haters. There's some people who want to kill you. There's trouble. There's trouble brewing.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
So Tupac was just that brilliant a star.
Even before his time. Even way before his time.
Yeah.
If it's in you, it's in you.
If it's in you, it's in you. So, but anyway, we should we go? We keep talking. We do this every week. We be like, we gotta go, and then we start.
Yeah, let's go.
We finna go this time.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear me? I'm still trying to keep my black card. Did y'all hear what I said?
You be like,
I don't think they heard me. I don't think they heard me.
Listen, you be like some church preachers when they be ready to close. I'm getting ready to close, and they're another 5-10 minutes. I'm getting ready to close.
No, I said we finna go. We finna go.
Yeah, so y'all can reach out to us on Insane Rhetoric with a K.com. That's Insane Rhetoric with a K.com. You can hit us up on all the major social media platforms, such as iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, or Google Podcasts, Radio Republic, Owl Tales. We
Pod Chaser.
Oh yeah, we forgot about it. We just
We're gonna be on Clubhouse soon.
It's like they just be dropping episodes off to us over in there. Just like we gonna put them on those platforms. So we somewhere everywhere. We are in several countries.
Yes.
The newest one that was added was Singapore, but then the funny one out of that that's added doing this type of situation that's going on right now is Russia. We are in Russia. It is
Russia, y'all. We in Russia, y'all.
Crazy. So, like Russian people, we appreciate you listening to us. Hey, keep it up, keep moving those insane rhetorics along in different countries. I mean, so we somewhere everywhere. We on all 7 continents though.
Yeah, so we are finally on all
one particular
6 continents.
In one particular continent. So so it's crazy. We somewhere everywhere.
He didn't catch it, y'all.
What? I didn't hear you.
I know. No, keep going.
No, what did you say?
I was being funny about when I misheard your question a couple of episodes back, and I said 6 continents.
Oh yeah. yeah. It's 7 of those.
we are all 7 continents.
We are on all 7 continents in multiple countries. On multiple countries.
Yes. Y'all need to go on, just press the subscribe button and listen.
Check it out. And make suggestions about stuff that you want to hear
about. Go to our Real Talk
page. Real Talk page. We don't have no problem. Hey, just make suggestions, just comment on stuff that you might want to hear about us
we on Twitter.
Talk about, because we'll talk about pretty much anything. We don't spread no horses for nobody. That's why it's called Twitter. Insane Rhetoric.
With a K.
With a K. Yeah.
We're on Twitter. We're on IG.
We on IG. We on Facebook. Twitter. We on Facebook. We on YouTube Live. We on everything.
We getting ready to be on Clubhouse in a minute. Y'all, come on. Just subscribe, follow, follow. Just go on.
Yeah.
And if you know somebody that work at Body Armor, okay. I had to put one more plug in there, y'all.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you.
But listen, y'all, we want you to do the same thing we want you to do every time we leave. And every time you come to hear us, we want you to remember to enjoy the ride that is Insane Rhetoric.
Yes. Shouts out to Ukraine too, that's holding off the Russians. Keep doing a good job. Hope y'all get that situation worked out though.
Yeah. Yeah. And listen. Shouts out to Ohio, man.
Oh, yeah. Shouts out. The land of Bootsy Collins.
Yeah.
The land of Bootsy.
Didn't the Isles come from there too?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,